You can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We had learned in this section factor theorem. Factor theorem was learned with the two conditions. As you had learned, the proof is given. This is the sometimes you may find it difficult to learn this proof. This is so much condensed, but this proof is a little bit lengthy, but still you can uh, understand it. So you can either use any of these methods, but you can whichever you find it suitable for you, you can choose. And we have done some examples also, and then we have reached the splitting of the polynomial by splitting the middle term. And we have seen the underlying concept behind the splitting the middle term, and two examples was done. And is there any doubt regarding this solving these questions? Are you all okay with it? If so, we can move to our next question. Clear? Are you all okay? Or do I have
Yes,
to
sir.
repeat any other question? Okay, fine. Let me ask you something. See, let me ask you. You have already heard this question in our last class. Again, see here we have just found out that the factors which satisfies p plus q is equal to 17 and pq is equal to 30 are the numbers 15 and 2, right? And in solving this, we have written 6x squared plus 7x plus 5 is equal to 6x squared plus 2 plus 5 into x. So my question is, can I write instead of 2 plus 15, can I write 15 plus 2?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And why do you say so? All of you have, or many of you have told me, we can easily write yes 15 plus 2. You have, I think you have learned that. This was for your additional question. Why we can write in the same 15 plus 2 also?
By the
You know that.
commutative property.
Yes, very good. It's because the commutative property of addition. You know that commutative property means a plus b is equal to b plus a. Okay, this was for just your additional knowledge only. That's all. So if we write instead of 2 plus 15, we write 15 plus 2. The same factorization will be the answer. I'll just show you because in last class some of you have asked me this doubt. Okay, since I am writing using this one, my handwriting may be not better, so I think you can, but still you can read it. See, if it is written 15 plus 2, we can expand it like this: 15x plus 2x plus 5. And again, you can take from this first two terms, you can take the common factor as which one?
3.
Is it only 3? Of course 3 is there, that's right.
3x.
Is it the, yes, 3x is the common factor. X is also common for both these terms. So we can write the remaining term as 3x into 2x plus 5. And this is the remaining 2x plus 5, and you can take common and you will get the same answer. So in whatever manner we write 15 plus 2 or 2 plus Unnati, you can mute yourself. Okay, there is much noise coming from your voice. Okay, so we can write in either way. So both are correct. But sometimes for some specific questions, writing in a particular manner will help you to solve these questions easily. Sometimes if you write it in the sometimes when you write it in the converse manner, you will find it difficult. Okay, so this was only for your information only. I think we can move to our we have solved this question also, right? Has we solved this question? Someone please respond. In our last class, has we solved this question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
No.
The question is factorize y squared minus 5y plus 6. A polynomial is given. You have to use the factor theorem to factorize this polynomial. So how we can use the factor theorem to solve it? First of all, we are naming this polynomial as p of y. Okay. Now we are supposing if p of y is equal to y minus a into y minus b, we are supposing if we can write the or we can factorize the polynomial in such a manner that y minus a into y minus b, then we can say that the constant term will be ab, right? You don't have any doubt? Are you all okay? Why we can say that the constant term is ab? See, I will just show in the previous question here. See, we have just found out the factors of this polynomials are 3x plus 1 into 2x plus 5. See, what is the product of the last two terms? I mean 1 and 5. It is 5. Okay. No. You can take that. You can't take that. Okay. There is a little issue there. Okay, come to this point only. Leave that behind. Now see here. When we take the factors y minus a into y minus b, we can see that the constant term is ab. I will show you. If we expand this one, see, y into y minus y into b, again, can take another color, minus a into y and minus a into minus b. So the last term, in other words, the constant term means the term without containing the variable. Here the variable is y. It is ab. Yes, Viraj, do you have any doubt? You have raised your hand.
No, sir.
Viraj, then why do you raise your hand?
Sir, it was just by mistake.
Okay. Now, so we have found out that the constant term is ab, and now which means now you can consider our given polynomial. In our given polynomial, which is the constant term?
6.
Yes, 6 is the constant term. So we can say that AB is equal to 6. So we have found the product AB should be 6. Now we want to look for the factors of P of y. In order to do so, we want to look at the factors of 6. I will show you why we are taking this. See, the factors of 6. What are the factors of 6? Which are the numbers? They are 1, 2, and 3. Now, we have to put each of these values in P of y, and we want to check whether P of this value, that is P of 1, P of 2, P of 3, is any of these value gives you the value 0. If so, we can conclude that that number is a factor of, or it's a 0 of this polynomial. We will see. When you check, when you randomly check the number 1, we can see that it is not 0. Actually, what it will be? See, if it is, if I put 1 here instead of y, if I put 1, what happens? What will be the answer? 1 minus 5 plus 6. So 6 plus 1, 7. 7 minus 5, 2 will be the answer. P of 1 is equal to 2, which is not equal to 0. Is there any student in your class with name Mohad Seshan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. He just came and he left. Okay. Now, if we put the factor 3, then what will be the answer? P of 3. What is P of 3? It will be 3 squared minus, which 3 squared is 9 minus 5 into 3, which is 15 plus 6. What happens? It will give you that P of 3 is equal to 0, right? So we found out that P of 3 is 0. Similarly, when we check that P of 2 also, it is also 0. So we can conclude that the factors of the polynomial P of y are y minus 2 and y minus 3. There is 2 factors. Therefore, we can write y squared minus 5y plus 6 is equal to y minus 2 into y minus 3. So this is how we are solving, or we are factorizing a polynomial using factor theorem. Is it clear to you?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
I have a doubt.
Okay, ask.
Sir, you have written that when we take the value of y as 2, y square, the term y square is written as 22. Why is it so? 2 square will
It
be
is
4 only.
it's 22, not 2 squared. Okay, the power was I have written and there was a mistake. Okay, it is 2 squared.
And in the value of 3 also there's 32.
That's also 3 squared.
Okay.
Okay, that was the typing error. Okay. Now, I was, see, I will give you a hint or a clue. Whenever you are asked this kind of question, you can use this hint also. See, if in your question you have to check for the degree of the polynomial. What is the degree of this polynomial?
2.
Yes, it means the degree of the polynomial. So you can conclude that this polynomial has 2 factors. Clear? Because in this way, see, if the degree of a polynomial is 5, it means that polynomial has 5 factors. Similarly, if a polynomial has the degree 3, then we can say that we can be sure about that it has 3 factors. I'm saying this because in this the algebraic method, when you solve the to find the factors of this polynomial, you may forgot for writing in the tension, you may just forgot to find the factors. See, because I will say, suppose you have found P of 2 is equal to 0. You will clearly write y minus 2 is a factor of P of y. Some of you may stop till here. You may don't find this, you may don't write this part. Because you may thinking that, see, I have found the factor, but actually there are two factors. So in order to avoid that, if you first of all, if you found that if this polynomial has two factors, I have found only one factor, so I need to find one more factor. You should think like that, so you won't forget that. Clear? Always keep this in mind. This is an you can make use of this in higher sections also. Okay, are you clear with it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes,
It's
sir.
actually
Yes,
a tip.
sir.
It's actually a tip so that you won't miss even a single mark. So make use of it. Again, I will show you another example. Here we are considering cubic polynomials. You know that cubic polynomials has degree?
3.
Yes. So it should definitely have 3 factors. Let us see. Is it correct or not? The question is, we want to factorize a polynomial is given x cube minus 23x squared plus 142x minus 120. Now, the solution. First of all, whenever you are given a question from this chapter, you should name that polynomial. In that manner, you can avoid writing that polynomial in each section. Instead, you can write, if I name, let this polynomial p of x is equal to x cube minus 23x squared plus 142x minus 120. Then you can say, instead of writing all these lengthy polynomial, you can write the polynomial b of x only. So first of all, name that polynomial. Now we want to consider the factors of minus 120. You know why we are considering the factors of 120? Because it is the constant term. Clear? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So,
Yes, sir.
okay, fine. So we are considering the factors of minus 120. See, some of the factors are, it is given. Many factors is given to you. 1 plus or minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 20, 24, 30, 60. There are so many factors for 120. So you have to, I know it's a tedious, lengthy process, but for time being, you have to do this. After, when we go to next chapters, you will find a simple, easy methods for solving any polynomial. Let it be a cubic or any polynomial of degree 5, 6, 7. You can easily solve it. There are easy methods coming to you. But for now, you have to use the trial and error method. You know what's a trial and error method, right? We are just taking a value and substituting it there. Then we are checking whether it is correct or not, or whether it is satisfying our condition. So here, when we substitute p of 1, that is instead of x, we are writing 1. We get that. Do I need to write that? Anyone?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Instead of 1 here, sorry. Instead of 1, instead of x, we are writing 1 in this polynomial, and we will get that p of 1 is equal to 0. So we can conclude that x minus 1 is a factor of p of x. Again, I remind you, some of you may think, sir, I have found out the factors, so it's all. The question is easy question, that's all. No, there are 2 more factors remaining to find out. We need to find that. Okay. So don't forget to do the rest also. Again. Now using this, we can find the others. Let us see. We are writing this polynomial p of x. It is written x cube minus 23x squared plus 142x minus 120. Fine. Now what we are doing, we are splitting is actually done here. We are splitting the coefficient of x squared by, we are writing in, I will show you. See here, we are writing minus 23 as minus 1 minus 22, right? And you know why we have written that? It's because why we have written, we have using trial and error, we have found one factor, which is x minus 1. So we are using that one to factorize. See, I'll show you here. Look here, we have the number minus 23. Okay, we have the number minus 23 given to you, that is here. Now we have the factor minus 1 also, the number minus 1 is also there, so you have to
Your voice
split.
is not clear.
Only that problem is with you, yes. So I think you have network issue. And so we have to split minus 23 using the number minus 1, and the remaining number we have to find. We can easily find out, if we want to get minus 23, minus 1 is there, then the next number should be minus 22, right? That's why we are splitting minus 23 as minus 1 minus 22. Clear? Like this. Minus 23 equals minus 1 minus 22. Am I clear? Is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Let me just rub that. Okay, so we have just splitted that, and so this part is over. X cube is okay, minus x squared is okay, minus 22x squared is okay. Again, we are we splitted the number 142. 142 is splitted as a different way. You know why we have splitted it like this? 22 plus 120. Can anyone say? Anyone just guess? Is there any possibility why we have splitted like this? Anyone?
Because
Because
it
we
has-
can get the common factors.
Yes, exactly. Because we want to take the common factor. We want to find common factor. That's why we are splitting the one number 142 as we please. Means as we like. Since we want to take common factor, we are doing so. So actually this can be splitted into two steps also. Okay. In the first step, I mean in the first equation, you may just write x cube minus x squared minus 22x squared plus 142 minus 120. Again, you can come to the next step, and then you may split 142 also. That's also possible. But since you are class 9 students, you need to be a little more mental calculations can be done from your part. That's why I have just skipped that step. So are you all clear why we have taken this? Is there any doubt? All of you? Are you all clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, now from these first two parts, I am taking x squared as common. So we get x squared minus x minus 1 is there. Now the minus sign is there. Again, from these two parts, I can take number 22x common. So 22x into x minus 1 is again there. So from these last two sections, we can take 120 also. So we get that again, in each of these cases, the common factors are x minus 1 is there, x minus 1 is there, again x minus 1 is there. So we are taking x minus 1 and the remaining term, x squared, then sign minus is put here, 22x just put here, the sign plus, and again the remaining 120. So we can take, we have just factorized x cube minus 23x squared plus 142x minus 120 is equal to x minus 1 into x squared minus 22x plus 120. That is clear. Now we have just came across to a 2-degree polynomial. So a 2-degree polynomial has how many factors?
Two
Two
factors.
factors.
2 factors is there. Now our aim is to factorize this polynomial. Clear? In order to do that, we can use splitting the middle term or any method. Here we are, again, this is x squared also. This is x squared, okay, not x into 2. Okay. So again, by splitting the middle term, we can find that x squared minus 22x plus 120 is equal to x minus 12 into x minus 10, which means the factors of the polynomial x cube minus 23x squared minus 142x minus 120 are x minus 1 into x minus 10 into x minus 12. So we have again checked for a polynomial of degree 3, it has how many factors?
3
factors.
factors.
3 factors. See, in the similar manner, if a polynomial of degree 5, it should have 5 factors. Same, 6. If it's degree 6, then we can say that it has 6 factors. So
Okay, sir.
keep this point in your mind also. Okay. Now you can try to do and solve the exercise. Okay. I think some of you have written till exercise 3. I have given that as homework earlier, I think.
Sir, exercise 2.4 is also completed.
Whole full is completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, some of you, for those students who have not completed, you can complete this now. I'm stopping the screen share. And from our next class, we will go to our next section, 2.6. Anybody who's having doubt, they can ask me. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
So thank you for your